Hi, Bother Brigade. Here's what's bothering me today. Actually, you know what? Scratch that. This is what's absolutely infuriating me today. We are going to go point by point through a story that happened in Toronto. And it's a bit of a doozy, so strap in. Let's start with the fact that this story comes to us from someone who actually wanted to be offline, but they were compelled to come back because of this story and a school's incredible failure in dealing with the following. I deactivated this account so I could get through the holidays without dealing with online shit, and then this happens. A white kid in my godson's class, after being told to stop using racial slurs by other students, sent these messages to the group chat. Content warning for slurs. They're just casually talking about break, and then this dude says the f-slur, and the students respond with, what? Then, later, apparently this same white kid says he puts non-whites to sleep. Where shortly after, he posts a picture of what seems to be a loaded gun. And after that, he says, brought it, get ready, devil face emoji, this school is about to get shot up. So, couple things here, right? This is Canada, so already if pissed off young, degenerate, right-wing, white boy here, if he has ready access to a firearm and its ammunition, either he or his father are not abiding by proper firearms control, because that is a restricted firearm. It is supposed to be locked away, and the ammo kept locked away as well. So if he has ready access to this and is just kind of casually storing it around, not in the safe way, I think the firearms control officer of Ontario is going to have a few words for them. So the students, rather quickly and rightly tried to contact the school and also authorities and say, hey, this is really messed up. You should do something. Here's what the school did. The school's response was this terse message from École Secondaire Toronto West telling parents that a lockdown had taken place. What they didn't tell parents was that they disciplined a black student, apparently for provoking the white student who made the threat. The letter is in French and it basically just says, yeah, there was a lockdown, blah, 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 blah. It's not really important. What is important is how the student who, again, made the threat, posting, a picture of a seemingly loaded gun. Now, whether they just pulled it off the internet or it actually is, theirs or a family member's, which again begs the question of insecure and proper procedures. So firearms control officer of Ontario, if you're watching, take a look. But the student who made the threat was asked to write a fiche réfléchir, or a reflective essay on what they had done wrong. That's it. For calling his trans godson and his black queer classmates Negroes and f-slurs and sending those messages, they just had to write an essay saying, well, do you realize what you've done wrong here, sonny boy? The whole ordeal was apparently deemed a microaggression by the school's principal. And then there's this tweet from one of the parents of the godson in question. My son has spoken to the VP about his experiences. The VP of Toronto West downplayed his experiences and called them acts of microaggression. Spoken about his experiences on social media, created a change.org petition, organized a protest at school. Links will be down below for not only these people and their Twitter accounts, but also the petition. Please go sign it, because this is absolutely ridiculous. Feel free to contact the school via email or phone, especially if you live in the Toronto area so you don't have to pay long distance or anything, because this is obscene. The only good thing to come out of this was the following. Update. It looks as if police were not notified by the school of the racial and homophobic slurs. Only the picture of the gun was sent to police. This is now in the hands of the hate crimes unit. So, that's good, but again, that begs the goddamn question. Why did the school not give the whole picture? Why did the school only send the picture of the gun to the cops and not mention, the terrible slurs against black people in the LGBTQ community? So, hey, at least it's now in the hands of the hate crimes unit, but the school has so completely dropped the ball here. They say they had a lockdown, but not because of why, and they don't mention who they decided to punish, which was not the person who made the threat, by the way. And then the person who was punished is basically talked down to, probably by a white person, about, it's just a microaggression, so is it really that bad? And it's microaggressions are still aggressions, and they're annoying. Also, kind of loses sight of the whole threats were made against the lives of students at your school, Mr. or Mrs. Vice Principal. Someone decided to use racially charged language and also call people the f-slur and made threats against their lives. So again, we all know the name of this school, and again, because we've seen it in the tweets. So if you want to, maybe make your voice heard and call them or email them, I think that would be a good idea, just to let them know how massively they messed up. And also sign that petition. And isn't it also just so incredibly fucking sad that the students are showing more gumption and leadership than the school itself? That is how far society has fallen, apparently. This school has just done all the wrong things with this story, all while threats were made against the lives of students. Heads need to proverbially roll here. It is absolutely shameful that this even happened, and that, the school basically did nothing, and the students have had to take charge. All those reasons are definitely why this is what's bothering me today.